One thing that's interesting, Everette, you raise a good point about this being a marketer and being a CEO, because I talk to a lot of CEOs and they almost act like it's an either or, like either I'm focused on the job or I'm out there all the time. To what extent, when you think about leadership these days, it has to be both, because weaving both of those together, I bet the way you go out there in the past year has been very different than you have in the past, because you've been a creator and entrepreneur yourself. You've founded companies. How is it different when you've got Kickstarter as the calling card?
I think first is that it's such a genuine brand that's so closely intertwined with the creator economy and supporting creators and entrepreneurs. I mean, we're a public benefit corporation. We don't even maximize for revenues.
Yeah.
And so it's so funny, even being at Forbes, which is, a lot of times when people think of Forbes, they think of money, right? But,
yeah.
Kickstarter is kind of the opposite of that. We've kept our creator fees small. We only take 5%. Like, a lot of people are surprised. So Kickstarter only makes $5,000 for every $100,000 raised. But we do that because we want to support our creators on the platform, and we don't want to have to maximize for revenue. With that being said, I think that, coming to this platform and seeing all of the value that we could really drive to creators and all of the things that we've done this year, from new creator tools to new business lines to support creators, it's been really beautiful to watch the impact that we've been able to make. And, I've been really fortunate to be at the helm during such an exciting time at the company.
What have been some of the hardest choices you've had to make? I mean, let's even, I suspect you're a pretty benevolent leader. I know there's been a union, we've had, we've seen a lot of people unionize. You've had people unionize yourself. When you're in that situation, you're a good guy, they're good. When you see your employees unionize, what is that like? Hey, I support you, let's do it? Or is it make it tough when you're trying to drive change quickly?
Yeah, I was just asked about this recently, and so the union was formed and the CBA was signed before I even got there.
So it's just
yeah, Kickstarter.
Welcome to your new job.
Yeah, welcome to your new job. And listen, people try to make the union seem like the big bad wolf. I remember before taking the job, people were like, "Oh, you don't want to go there. They have a union, et cetera, et cetera." And here's the thing: these are just people.
My first job, I was in a union. Man, I got 20 massages a year. But
yeah, these are people. These are my friends. These are my colleagues. These are the people that, I go to war with every day. These are people that are humans. They are mothers, they're fathers, they're brothers, sisters, they're, family men, family women, these are just humans. They're human beings. And I feel like sometimes people try to dehumanize.
Well, and also you care a lot about equity, and I'm sure you care about it inside and outside. You've talked a lot about it in the past, about equity for the creators, and pay equity. And, I want to, keep on the employee part too, but when I think of Kickstarter, I think of it as a bit of a one-off in some respects. Like, you go there, you raise money, you great for marketing, great for profile building, but how do you build community off a platform where it's kind of like, thanks, and then you go take the money and build your business or put out your book or whatever you've raised it for?
Yeah, two ways. I think about this from the creator standpoint and the backer standpoint.
Okay.
From the creator standpoint, whenever you do a Kickstarter, you have amassed, like, all those people that supported you now follow you on the platform. So every time you want to create a new product, a new business, a new film,
like
a new music album, you have a group of people that will monetarily support you. I don't know if you ever heard of the theory of like having like 1,000 true fans. It doesn't matter if you have millions of followers. I believe like Kickstarter is almost like a social network for your true supporters. Those people that are actually going to go out there and support you in that way. And so I think that's something special about that, to have that group of people that you can tap into over and over again. And our most successful creators have realized that. They don't just see Kickstarter as a one-off. They see this as a platform like, my audience is here. Also, potential new audiences are here, because we bring so many new people to these creators, why wouldn't I continue to tap into that? It doesn't matter if you're small or large. We have people from all ranges continue to do that. And on the backer side, if you're interested in a particular niche, if you're into comic books, we had our largest comic book project ever, raised 2.5 million, Good Omens. You know, we saw our largest restaurant this year. So we've really picked up momentum, but we have people that are into food, that are into comics, into games, into music, into film, into, you know, design and technology. And so backers now, instead of just going there and like, hey, I really like this one thing, okay, peace Kickstarter, they're now finding that Kickstarter is a place where if I'm really into something, I can continue to be at the precipice of all of the new innovations and creativity that's coming out into the world.